Welcome back to homeschooling. When you start homeschooling, you might wonder, what is education actually? It's a good question to start with. I like a very broad answer to that question, and I like it this way, that education is life. It's the communication of life from the living to the living. It can include academics, but it also includes bringing wisdom to the child's heart. And this is a critical factor to get wisdom. You know, the book of Proverbs tells us a lot about learning and education and the getting of wisdom. And it says here in the Proverbs chapter 2 verse 6, "For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding." So these are three important dimensions of education and learning: knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Let's look at these three dimensions and explore what they mean. Firstly, knowledge. Knowledge refers just to the facts, to the basic data. So for example, in mathematics, it would refer to basic number, to basic arithmetic, drilling the tables, getting those basic things into the child. And then it might progress to more complicated processes and right through into deeper issues such as geometry or calculus. In science, the basic facts could start with hot versus cold. It could be hard versus soft, and go right through processing the differences between vegetable, animal and mineral, till it gets up into the more sophisticated subjects of chemistry and physics and physical science, etc. In the subject of Bible, it might be that your child just learns the basic facts, the basic stories, and then it progresses through to maybe things that Jesus has said, and maybe some more theological facts in the New Testament. So you see, knowledge, in the sense, is just the basic facts. The next word for us to look at is the word understanding. Understanding takes a child beyond the facts. It looks at processing the facts, working through, analysing the facts, and ultimately drawing conclusions from those facts. In maths, for example, understanding would apply to when a child goes beyond handling just the basic number facts and working through a problem, comprehending it, processing it, and drawing a conclusion from it. In history, as another example, understanding goes beyond the basic facts of events and dates, etc., to where a child processes that knowledge and arrives at conclusions. For example, conclusions about why an event did occur. Wisdom, however, is different from knowledge and understanding. Wisdom is where a person takes what they've learned and applied it to their real life. It's growing and applying the things of learning to their own lives, personalising it, if you will. In science, for example, wisdom may ultimately arrive at creating a new car that's more energy efficient than ever before. In personal life, wisdom might take a child to a point where they make good choices for their life, and they apply those good choices to their life as a result of taking on board the facts and their understanding. But wisdom really, essentially, is a reflection of the heart of God, and so thus it's beyond the cognitive mental process. It is also a spiritual matter. So how do we get wisdom? How does your child get wisdom? Well, the Bible has the answer yet again. And it says here in Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, And the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. This is a key to knowing how to get wisdom. Further than that, the Bible emphasizes the importance of your child getting wisdom. It says here in Proverbs 4, verse 7, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. So this applies not only to yourself, but also to your children as you process through the homeschooling experience. So education moves in a process of the gaining of knowledge and the basic facts, and moving into the concept of wisdom and processing those facts. And then, after that, applying the knowledge and the understanding to the child's real life. This is the process of learning that you and your children are entering into in home education. So in conclusion, I want to encourage you to help your child learn the basic facts, and that is where they gain knowledge. But also, in addition to that they engage with those facts, engage with the knowledge, process the information, and to start to understand what's happening in the topic that they are learning about. And finally, that they would apply that information, that knowledge, that understanding to an aspect of that which they believe or their behaviour. So that education is about this communication of life from the living to the living. I hope you are encouraged by understanding the differences of those three dimensions of knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. All the best, and we'll see you next time.